If you've been watching for a while, you'll remember this video.
Look at this. Look at all of this. Look at all my new sand. This is great. This is great. But check out how much open beach there is. It was so small before, and now, boom. We have so much more room for activities. Boom, here we are at Honcho Cove. As you can see from the drone shots, this is actually a legitimate point, and if the waves get good, it could be firing. I really have no complaints about this new beach. Everything is perfect.
Whether you and I like it or not, these videos are writing history. That's kind of all this channel's ever been about. Me just documenting historical events and me and my friends having fun. That being said, it's important that we reflect while making these videos. To someone from the outside, this might seem like a hurricane that destroyed a town, but there's actually quite a bit of politics that come into play when it comes to what we do to protect our homes from these storms. Some people say dunes, some people say sea oats, some people say beach renourishment. But what everyone's dying to know is what I think should be done about this. That was just a joke about the fact that every now and again, millions of people will care what I have to say about stuff. That is an honor, and I will try not to let you guys down. Wow, the beach looks like shit. However, long ago, the city had a meeting about beach renourishment. For as long as I've lived here, every 4 years, the state and the Army Corps of Engineers put a bunch of sand onto the beach. Why? Because if they don't, 4 years after they dredge, there's barely any beach, and there's nothing to stop big waves from making it into people's houses. Are you following me? The bigger the beach is, the less power the ocean will have by the time it is at people's homes. Here, this is a front yard. There's supposed to be a really nice lawn right here. Look, you can see a little bit of it. See that? That's grass. The bigger the beach is, the less power the ocean will have by the time it reaches people's homes. If you don't agree, you simply don't know what you're thinking or saying. Height is nowhere near as important as width. Length, whatever you want to say. Hey, look, those people are watching me shoot a YouTube video. Get a clip of them. What? Okay. I bet they're subscribers. What are you doing stalking me? This is my opinion. You could put a 40-foot mound of sand on the beach, and that would not do nearly as much as 40 feet of beach out into the ocean. So 4 years after this video, which would now be August of 2022, pretty close to 2 years ago today, we were supposed to have a beach renourishment project. But dumb people thought that it was going to be a violation of their property rights because it gave the government the ability to use their property as an easement if they ever needed to do so during a future beach renourishment project. Which I understand why people were apprehensive about the government having any rights to their land. It's not like there's gonna be refugees camping out in your backyard. Personally, the rights that we were giving up in order to get a beach renourishment was not enough of a reason for me and my dad to not sign off on getting new sand. We thought that a beach renourishment was a great idea, and we were willing to give up property rights here in order to get sand. Not everybody felt the same way that we did, though, especially not Karensville, Bel Air. They have not signed up for beach renourishment, not one time in all of history, but the town north and the town south have both been getting sand every 4 years for as long as I've existed here. When that happens, they get a trickle of sand from the north and from the south. Now that no one's getting sand, this is what their beachfront houses currently look like.
Trump will win and bring the sand, baby. We're gonna get the sand back with Trump, baby. Yeah, 2 weeks.
I can't really speak for that, just for what I said. So, as this town and the town north of Bel Air erodes, the sand actually makes it in front of these people's houses. So even though they voted no, they are still greatly benefiting from having the beach renourishment. Not anymore. They can no longer kick back and watch as the sand from the neighboring towns spills into their town. I saw this being a huge problem from second number one of being aware that they weren't going to renourish this beach outside of my house. So I went to the city hall and I stood on the sand and I said to them, renourish the beach. Do everything you can to make sure that we renourish this beach. The Beach Renourishment Project is something that used to happen every 4 years here in Pinellas County. I believe that it's estimated to cost around $500 million, but a new order from the Army Corps of Engineers is now requiring 400 plus signatures. This seemed nearly impossible. So what has changed and what does this mean? After Idalia, it was very clear that something needed to be done if we didn't want sand inside of our living rooms. I actually wrote this part of the script 2 years ago when I was planning on making that video, and now there is sand in my living room, so that's kind of ironic. There's many options though, beach renourishment being the best one. Make the beach longer. If the beach is longer, the waves will break sooner and there won't be as powerful of waves moving into people's backyards. There's also other options. Jetties would be nice. A breakwater, if we can make a barrier for the barrier island, that would be nice. I feel like the barrier island has been barriering enough lately and it could use its own barrier. Breakwaters, that would be a pretty good way to keep waves from breaking into my dad's backyard. Like I said, jetties is another good idea too. Reddington had jetties. Oh, they didn't work? There was not enough sand to complement the jetties in Reddington. If there was a combination, like a group effort between the jetties and the sand, I feel as though that could work. Okay, well, we haven't done any of that. No jetties, no added sand, no breakwater. And then we had Hurricane Idalia, which actually wiped out the rest of the sand dunes that we had. There wasn't very many sand dunes left, but it wiped out most of them. Here's where things get interesting. This is where they enacted the Emergency Dune Restoration Act, okay? Where they took dump trucks full of sand. Sand! Sand that doesn't seem like any sand that I've seen before. They used to scoop it out of the ocean during a process called dredging. So sand from here getting put here. Now they're carting, they brought 1,000 trucks to dump sand on the beach. Sand that has no rocks and no shells. It's like, I've never seen sand quite like it before. It's very fake doo-doo sand that I was not happy with. See, this sand, here it is. Look at this. This is not from out here. Well, it is, we're gonna get to that. Dredging isn't natural. You're destroying our beaches. That is an argument. But I have bad news. What you're seeing, is not naturally formed like this. We must dredge to create these barrier islands the way that they are, and that's just the way it is. When we don't dredge and we don't combat Mother Nature, passes open, like this one, where water flows through barrier islands because they're not maintained. Houses flood and get destroyed. This is simply a fact. When I saw them putting all this sand on the beach, I had one thought, and that there was gonna be a 6-foot wall up against these dunes that they made after one storm. That is exactly what happened. So then all of the sand ends up in everyone's houses, cars, mothers' houses, neighbors' houses, condos, trampolines, you name it. All that sand, there was this giant dune right here, massive sand dune. It got put into people's yards. It did not stop the waves. It did not help anything. I am a firm, confident believer that if they did not put all of this fake sand in front of all of our houses, my dad's house would not have sand in it. Everyone's pools would not have nearly as much sand in them as they do. They would still have sand in their pools, obviously, but I don't think there would be like a 10-foot pool would be 2 feet deep. They could have just laid all that sand down flat instead of putting it on mounds so it all just got thrown into everyone's backyards and all over the streets and all. It's a big mess. It's a big mess. It's a big mistake that our government made, that our town made, that the people who didn't sign off on signatures made. Everyone in Bel Air has been against beach renourishment for all of time. How silly do you feel right now? So every single house in Bel Air, it seems to my knowledge, got flooded. Some pretty bad. You remember when we were all arguing about beach laws and that guy was calling the cops on people for being on his sand because he owns down to the high tide line? What beach are you gonna kick people off of now? Are you gonna support beach? I don't know. I don't know. People don't come to me for answers. All I know is my town, now nearly a month later, is still f***ed. Personally, I feel like the city is still blowing it. Now, I know there's a lot of really awesome people that work at the city that do really good work. I appreciate all of you guys. I, however, have not seen the mayor on the streets of the beaches one time. I've been out here nearly every single day, checking in on people. They held a press conference last night that I went to where they didn't really say anything that made me feel better at all. They thanked a large number of people in the community who deserve to be thanked. So I do really appreciate that. They didn't thank us at all, but some lady did at the end after they got done thanking everybody else, which I appreciate. Some lady said, "The Joog Squad and his friends helped me a lot," and everybody clapped. And you know what? That's honestly more meaningful coming from the community than it is coming from the city.
G. Murphy, IRB Cafe, Betty Alfaro, Groupers on the Golf, Meredith Good, Beth and Tom McMullen, Tanner Rice, Sarah Salt, Denver Goodman, Coco Crush for providing a tiki hut, World Central Kitchen, Cece, Morgan Alley, Jeff Regal, Cookie Kennedy, Mark Mostyn, Noah Logan, Ethan Burns, Annalisa Burns, Jason Storm, Jennifer Storm, Pinellas County Commissioner Renee Flowers, who hooked us up with National Association of Christian Churches Disaster Services for lunch on Sunday. Blue Sky Roofing, which is Ben Pond, Jonathan Paris of Paris Junk Removal and Moving, Tyler Bale of IRB Lawn Service, Taylor and Zach Davis of A Lawn to Remember, IRB Home, IRB Rotary, and HUK for being our gathering funds for all of our help. And the following restaurants, and I hope we didn't forget somebody, but these are ones who provided free meals for local residents and our disaster relief staff. Hurricane Eddie's, Jake's Cantina, Cajano's, Guppy's, PJ's, VIP IRB, Krabby Bill's, Vilagalachi, Coco Crush, Gulfside Pizza, Chicken Salad Chick, Madison Avenue Pizza, Grove Surf Cafe, Fritos Gourmet Pops, Chef Colin Olenek, Wendy's, Beach Waves, Rosati's Pizza, Hog Daddy's Barbecue, TJ's, Sandy's, and IRB Cafe, and Groupers on the Golf. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody.
Chicago Jack Tenney and the Joog Squad.
Yes.
So thank you for that, Wendy. I wish I could help more, but again, no one really comes to me for answers. I just want to thank all of you guys. We've done so much amazing stuff for the town and for the community. We've raised $15,000. This money has been spread across the town to all the families that have lost everything that they owned. It's really genuinely made a difference in a lot of people's lives, and you are all to thank for that. I do what I can. It would not be possible without all of you. I am deeply, deeply grateful for each and every one of you. Everybody that's donated, it's been amazing. Okay, that's all. You guys have contributed to genuinely change people's lives. If you want to donate, check out the relief section of the shop on JoogSquad.com. 100% of the profits from the jars of sand go to hurricane relief, and 50% of the profits from everything else on the site will go towards hurricane relief as well. I would give it all away, but my house and my dad's house got too, and I have a lot of stuff to deal with, to be perfectly honest. So thank you for supporting my town, supporting myself, supporting my friends, my family, and my community. I love you guys all so much. I wish I had more words to express my gratitude for all of you, but I appreciate you. Like and subscribe, more to come. And we're gonna go dive into the hurricane vlog clips now that we're done with all of this. And then we have another vlog and another vlog, and we still haven't even gotten to Milton, which was like the gnarliest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. Holy shit. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, thank you guys. See you soon.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Still having trouble wrapping my head around the fact that my backyard looks like this. And there's a sand dune. Thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of sand. How'd everybody get here? Are they boating people across? Nice. Nice. Where's everybody going? You guys need a ride here?
This is gonna suck.
Alright, me and the boys were here yesterday. Pierce and the boys are here today. Woohoo, we get to dig for 6 hours. Yay! Woohoo! Supplies outside of Pajano's, outside of the Grove, Necton. If you need anything or know anybody that lost everything, there's gonna be a pile of stuff here soon. Yep. The air quality is so bad, everybody's coughing. Joel motherfucking Patrick showed up out of the blue with an excavator to dig out the JoogSquad compound and the neighboring compound because they let us get away with everything our whole lives. What's the update, Dick?
Here's the update. The entire beach, all right, came up into my property and the next guy's property because the politicians suck. Biden and Harris, they have a beautiful beach in Rehoboth up there. Biden's sitting on the beach, but they couldn't put sand there. And then I end up with a beach in my house and thousands of people on the beach have gotten water in their houses because Biden and Harris don't want to do the right thing and put 100 yards of sand out there. That's the real deal. Make Indian Rocks Beach great again.
Triumph.
Make JoogSquad great again.
We're still great.
Make Jack great again.
I feel like I'm still pretty good.
Dick is always great again.
Yeah, Dick. Thank you, Dick. Love you, Dick. Look, 3 blocks away, we found my mailbox. This is supposed to be opening day for the beach. I don't know why they would open the beach right now when it looks like this.
Fuck out of here.
not going to Eddie's, I'm going to the beach. Holy shit, day 5. Day 5. 5 to 10 houses a day. Clearing people's stuff out. Crazy sunsets. Destruction. Oh, it smells so bad, I can't even describe to you guys.